guys, welcome to the Beauty and the Business Show. We have another great show today. I'm your host, Jay Stover. I have another author on the show today who's going to tell us about all her work and her juicy books that she is writing. Introduce yourself to the listeners.
Hey listeners, this is author Lynaia Jordan. I'm here on the show to talk about my books and my play and my mini-series Torn.
Yeah, you got a lot of stuff going on.
Yes.
Before we get into your work, just tell us a little background about yourself.
Well, I am a mother, a wife, an author. I'm a business owner. I own an HVAC company with my husband. And I've been writing for about 7 years. My first book was published in 2012. And I just published my second book. And just a person who loves to support. And I'm from Baltimore. And from Flag House Projects. Shout out to Flag House. All right. And just a person who like to support and go and love to see people that go for their dreams and just basically go for the things that they want to do and don't never give up on their dreams. So I love to support any and everybody with what they do. So that's who I am. And I'm a big sister too.
To whom?
Yeah.
Tell us what inspired you to write. Because I know writing is a hard thing to do. And a lot of people think they can write books and different projects, but once they get started, they can't never finish. So what inspired you just to write?
Honestly, what inspired me to write, see, someone else asked me this question and I really couldn't answer it, so I had to really sit back and think and think and think. So I remember when I was a little girl, my aunt's father's wife, who was Mary Carter Smith, and I call her Grandma Mary. She is an African griot, and she used to take me with her to different events that she had, and she would tell folk tale stories and stuff, and they would be things that she would write. She would write poems and everything. And when I came home, I used to do the same thing. I would just write stuff down, write poetry down, but I never really pursued it. But really starting writing and inspiring was Mary Carter Smith.
When you write in your books, who really is your target audience? Who are you writing for?
Well, I have a couple. I don't really write for a target audience. When I first started writing my first book, I just was writing because I've read The Coldest Winter Ever, and that's by Sister Soldier, and it really inspired me. Like, I really loved the way that she wrote and how she wrote and everything. So that's how I started writing. So at first my target was urban books, because it seemed like it was easier, a easier target to go for. So like people who read urban books. But then I started writing different things. So I have a children's book that I'm about to publish. I also have just like a novel, a suspense novel, a mystery, things that I just write. It just comes to my head and I'll write it. So I really don't have like a target audience, but I write for every kind of genre. I probably can write a murder mystery book, without saying, oh, I'm targeting people who like murder mysteries. But yeah, I just don't have just a target audience when I write. I write for everybody.
So easy. Any hiccups or obstacles?
Yeah.
When you first started out, just if any inspiring authors are listening, any hiccups? Tell us about any hiccups or obstacles when you first started writing.
Always, I think with everything that people get into, I think my hiccup, my obstacle is getting people to support you. Because a lot of times people don't believe in your dream like how you believe in it. So like when you first start, like my first book I published, I didn't get a lot of book sales, even with my second book, but that didn't stop me from writing. So even when you start doing something and you don't have like a whole lot of people, getting into or liking or supporting what you do, I just say just keep doing it, keep doing it. And one day somebody gonna see it and it's gonna be the right person and they gonna take you to the next level. So just keep on pushing, keep on pushing.
Now, how's your support system?
Basically,
support your books.
Basically, it's still the same. It's still the same, but I still do what I do. After writing my book, someone read my book and was like, you can write. See if you can write this mini series. And I was like, okay, so that's what I'm working on now. Touring the mini series. So it's still the same, but I think it's about to change. Yeah.
So for the people who read your books, what do you want them to get out of it? After them reading your book, like, what do you want, like, the feedback to be?
Oh, I want the feedback to be like, oh, she can write. That was a good book. Like, when you coming out with another one? Is this book based off of your real life story? I want them to like try to engage with me, even if it wasn't a good book. I want someone to tell me like, I think this could have been better, my editing, because like I do my own editing and I do my own publishing. So when people give you good or bad feedback, you take it and I take it and I change, what I'm saying? I go back and reevaluate the things that I've written and see if this person right, like, yeah, I should do that. I should change that.
Why did you choose to do self-publishing?
Because the first time I published in 2012, I published with Erotic Ink Publishing, and I went back, and her name Ruka. I went back with her, and her publishing company closed down, and so I had a couple other people come in and saying, they would publish my book for me, but Ruka basically told me, she was like, you can publish your own book. She was like, you can do it and just go to this website and bam. And she was like, I know you can do it. You're a writer. She was like, you can do it. And that's what I did. I went on there and I had to go back and forth with that book cover, but it happened. I made it work out, So that's why I went to self-publishing, because the publishing company I used wasn't publishing books any longer.
How did you come up with the juicy titles to your book?
Torn but not broken. I don't know how I came up with that title. I swear I don't, because I actually started writing this book in 2009. 2009 when I was pregnant, and I was on bed rest and I just was writing. And I don't know how I came up with the title. I came up with the title after I wrote the book.
So nobody was torn and nobody was broken.
No, the people in the book was torn. Some was torn. Meth was torn.
What about your second book title?
My second book title was Torn But Not Broken, but it's called Peach's Revenge.
Okay.
So it's a spin-off the first book, Peach's Revenge. And I always I'm going to tell y'all something. My first book, because I always like to incorporate everybody and places I lived and where I'm from and stuff, just so that I won't, if I ever make it, when I make it, because I know I'm going to make it to the next superstar level. I never want to forget where I come from. So my first book, Torn But Not Broken, my book cover is a Flag House where I'm from, the basketball court, even though Flag is torn down and everything, and I know that, but the first one is Flag House Projects, the basketball court.
That project made one of the top 10 dangerous places in Baltimore.
Yeah, but I survived the day. I survived, and that's part of my story. I survived one of the top 10 dangerous places to live in Baltimore City. And my second book cover, Torn But Not Broken Part 2, Peach's Revenge, it's my little sister on the book cover. So, and it's on the back. It's my mother, my mother, and my brothers and sisters, and Patterson Park, a picture of Baltimore City and things like that. So, I always like to I'm going to say rep my city, but yeah, I like to do that.
So where did the actual content come from in your book?
Oh, okay. So a lot of it I made up off of the top of my head, but I did have to get like some of the characters, like some of the names I use, my friends or some stuff, like, or maybe a situation. I had to get them to sign off on it because
You can't just use people's names
yeah, I
and stuff
can't just
like
use
that.
people names and stuff like that. So I had to get permission from them. But like in the beginning of the book, my first book, it kind of was like us moving and stuff when we moved out of from where we moved on to a new block. That was kind of like, yeah. But then like after that, everything else was like made up in the book. Situations never happen. So it just come like I just sit there and I write and it'll just flow and I can picture myself as the person I'm writing and I just write.
So for the people who haven't read your book before, tell us some of the events that happen in the book. Some highlights of the book that will get us interested in reading.
It's basically the first book is basically a love story, like a teenage love story where it's love, sex, it's not no murders, just relationship issues that you may go through, and at the end, will they stay together or will they part? The two main characters. So I like to write so that people can want to turn the next page. I like to keep people interest. So what you think may happen, it may just not happen if you're reading a book of mine or something like, or a play or my miniseries. So it's I believe in myself. I believe my work is really good and it'll keep you engaged all the way to the end and you wanting more and more of it. So and basically that's what my first book about. My second book is about the villain female, really how she's going to, or how you think she's going to pay back the two main characters love story, but it's a twist in it. So what you think's gonna happen really not gonna happen. So yeah, that's what the second one is about.
Nowadays, who inspire you? Other writers? Off the top of your head?
Well, right now my focus is really not. I mean, it's not on my books. It's on my play and my miniseries, touring the miniseries, and that's based off of my book. And my inspiration for that is like the Tyler Perry doing the plays and stuff. I'm trying to, show a different aspect of Baltimore in my miniseries without it being about so much killing and drugs and murder and stuff like that. And Power kind of inspired me, to do a miniseries because when I seen Power air, it was like, this is how I write. Like, oh my goodness, I know I can do this. So when I was approached with the opportunity to write a miniseries, it was just like, go for it. You can do it. So that's what those two people, like the writer of Power and Tyler Perry, are kind of like my inspirations right now to my writing, to what I write right now.
Tell us where you at with your miniseries.
So my miniseries, touring the miniseries, we are in pre-production right now. We are casting. The casting company that I'm going through is called Breaking Bread Casting, and you can go to their website. That's www.breakingbreadcasting.com. If you would like to try out, we're still casting for even the major roles in the miniseries. We just now did a teaser. Just a small snippet of something that's gonna go on within the miniseries, and I'm really excited about it. Like it's just surreal for me, like just to see the things that I've written to be put on the big screen for everybody to see. Like any and everybody can see it. So
we can't wait. Any dates coming soon?
Well, we in
Look out
pre-production right now,
Okay.
and I don't have like a date that the actual miniseries is going to drop because we just start filming the first episode. So, like, But we are still casting for the whole mini series itself. So it'll be like 10 to 13 episodes in the mini series now. And I know, that it's going to be picked up by somebody network because it's hot. It's like that for real. So, but just keep looking out. Keep going to, we do have a webpage. It's www.torntheminiseries.net. Come to the webpage if you're looking for casting. You can go to the casting company webpage or even come to www.torntheminiseries.net webpage if you're interested. We're looking for locations. Like, we're doing everything right now in pre-production, like locations. We're looking for people who even want to just like try to get your business in there because you're a Baltimore native. You have any kind of business, you never know. Just to get yourself involved with this project is just going to be awesome for Baltimore itself.
We talked about your books. We talked about the miniseries. Tell us about the play.
Okay.
What's going on with the play?
So the play is A Right Kind of Love. It's not a gospel play. It's a comedy drama play. We are casting for that as well. We're still casting for that. I do have a casting director for my play, which is separate, and that's Howard G, Mr. Kiss My Bumper. So he's helping me do my play. We have a location. It's at the Children's Guild, and I do have a date for my play. It's November the 30th, 2019. Tickets will be going on sale the 1st of July for the play, and that's pre-sale. So you'll get those tickets at a discounted price. Regular ticket sales will start, and I'll have everyone. My tickets are going to be in, like, I'm going to try and get them in Shoe City. I don't have them in nowhere, like, right now because I haven't reached out to anyone. Yeah. Part of my proceeds from my play will go to, oh my goodness, I just had a brain fart. Will go to,
I know, but I'm not saying it's like
sad.
Roberta's house.
Yeah. Lord have mercy. Girl, I be having
Roberta's
house. Stop playing. I'm sorry. Look, help me.
Go ahead, get back on your rhythm, right?
She didn't mess me up, Ma. All right.
What is Roberta's house?
Takes 2. Part of the proceeds from my play will go to this nonprofit organization, Roberta's House, and that is because this organization, they really help families of murdered victims, and I want to give back to them. They helped my family, so I want to give back to them. And she's sitting here laughing at me, y'all. She know I'm a little nervous.
I'm not laughing at you because I forget stuff all the time, but I'm
happy
because I knew the answer. I was about to raise my hand. I was about to raise my hand.
Ding, ding, ding.
20
points for Jareer. So part of the proceeds will go to the Roberta's House, the nonprofit organization that helps the murder victims' families in Baltimore. So, yeah.
With all this stuff that you're doing under your belt and the stuff that you're going to continue to do, what does success mean to you? Is it a certain place where you can define success?
You know what? I'm already successful because when my kids see, they can Google my name and a book come up, that's like the best success right there. They like, Mom, so proud of you. That's my success. So even if I don't make it to the mainstream, or even if I don't get to a Tyler Perry or the Rhymes lady or Grimes, I'm gonna get everybody's name right. I ain't good with names. Grimes lady. Even if I don't get to that level, my success has already come for me. You know, I've already accomplished so much, and my children, they are proud of me. And even if everything stopped right now in the day, I can say that this is what I'm known for. This is what I did. This is what I accomplished. So it's not a level of success that I want to get to because I'm already there. Like, I feel like I'm already on top. So
where you see yourself? I know you just said that, but where do you see yourself in about 5 years from now, just to put it out in the atmosphere.
Oh, where I see myself living, not in Maryland. Always rep my city, but I do want to get out of Maryland. Laying like in a white chair on my porch with my laptop, my gated house with my mom. I'm gonna have an in-law suite on the right and a mother suite on the left, where they had their own space, and just writing a movie, the next blockbuster movie, just writing, being at peace. Blockbuster is just like a hit. Can I say hit? Would you understand?
I was just asking this Blockbuster.
Do you know where Blockbuster's at? They done moved it off of Kate and off of
They don't exist no more. They closed them all down.
Blockbuster.
Netflix.
Oh, all right. Well, I ain't say I was going to put my stuff in Blockbusters. I was saying the next Blockbuster.
Like, it's a little minute.
The next Blockbuster.
I'm not
Thank you, Miss Cheryl.
I know the people listening was thinking the same thing. I'm just talking about.
Was y'all thinking I was saying Blockbuster or a Blockbuster? Is it a difference? Call in. That's a good question. Call in the 404-436-1277 at Radio on Fire and let me know if you think Blockbuster, if I was talking about Blockbuster or Blockbuster hit. Because I think I said hit. I'm going to rewind this live and see what I said.
While we waiting for them to call in, how can the people order your book?
Oh, okay. You can order my book. You can go to Amazon.com. My book is on Amazon. Thank you, Mother. And she, you know how you do mine. My book is on Amazon. Just go there, look up Lynaia Jordan, Torn But Not Broken, and you can order the book. Also, I have copies of the book, so if you want a copy of the book, you can cash at me at with the cash sign, Lynaia Jordan. They are $15 each, and I'll sign them, autograph them for you, and I'll bring it to you. So no delivery fee.
Do you have digital format as well?
Yes, they are on digital format on Amazon.com, which is a lot cheaper. But see, it's sometimes
kind of device they need, or you can just
you can just put them. I think it's Kindle, cell phone, laptop. Okay. Yeah,
that's good.
And someone said a blockbuster is a good movie.
Okay.
A blockbuster. That's what I was going for. Yeah.
I just was testing you.
I know, right? Trying to test me.
What kind of words of encouragement do you have for any other writers or producers that's scared to take that chance? Who looking at this right now, right here for motivation? Like, what can you tell them right now?
Can I rewind though a little bit?
Sure.
Because, can I be honest?
Mm-hmm.
You always was my inspiration though.
I need some tissue.
Because she really was. Because like, she always, whatever she said she was going to do, she go for it and she do it no matter what. Like, she would always. So you inspire me, and you my confidant too. So I'll call Jerry and I'll be like, look, this is it. This is what it is. And she's like, all right, do it. Don't say nothing. Do it. Because I have a tendency of canceling events when stuff get on my nerves. But just for everyone, what Jared told me, just go for your dream. Like, I remember when I first started the first business me and my husband started, which was our HVAC company. And we both had really good jobs. I was a bookkeeper for the city union of Baltimore, and he worked for BGE Home HVAC. Good. We was good. But we didn't want, it wasn't that we wanted more. We just knew that us having our own, we wouldn't have to go by the rules of the bosses. Corporate world. Mm-hmm. And we went from our paychecks, saving money, and we said we're going to start a HVAC business. And we did it. And we have not worked for no one else since then. And no, we have not had like making millions and millions of dollars. No, but we still, it's ours. So whatever you put your mind to, you can be making $5 an hour, $10 an hour, whatever minimum wage is. Because I don't know, whatever it is, $10 an hour. Making $10 an hour. Put $5 of that $10 up till you get the $300 and open you up a business. Open you up a business. And down at the state, go to the state board, open your business up, and guess what? When you get your next $200, get some business cards and promote yourself. Don't worry about how no one else promotes you. You keep promoting yourself, keep pushing it, and eventually you will see it pay off, and it will. So just go for your dreams, go for what you want in life. Go for it. The only thing beats a failure is a person that don't try. Is that what it say? So yeah. So try. Just try. Go for it. Yeah.
Good advice.
You want to talk about my comedy show?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, absolutely. I have it on my list here. Let me check it off. Okay. Tell us about your other events you have going on.
So other than my mini-series, my play, my books, my HVAC, I'm really trying to promote Baltimore's talent. So I'm doing a Father's Day comedy show. And Howard G, he's helping me promote this. We have a list of comedians, Apple Scrap, the Teddy Bear, I think that's his name. Well, it's a whole bunch of different people that's going to be there. And it's going to be really funny, really reasonable price tickets, $20 tickets. We're going to have raffles. We have vendors there. And if you are a person that can sing, speak poetry, come out and you can showcase your talent there. You never know who's going to be there. You never know who the surprise person going to be. It could be a producer there. It could be anybody. So just come out and showcase your talent. So that's what I'm doing on June 16th, this Sunday, June 16th, at Howland's Place. The comedy show. It's called Laugh Out, a Father's Day child support laugh out loud comedy show. So you know it's gonna be funny because don't nobody laugh about child support, right? Right. So yeah, and that's what I'm working on.
Wow, I'm blown away.
Thank you.
I'm blown away. Thank you for your compliment as well too. I appreciate it. I think that's my gift though. I got a gift to just, if I see good in somebody, it's just in me. I just want to encourage them. Like, don't never give up.
Mm-hmm.
Sky is definitely not the limit. You can do whatever you set your mind
can.
to. Tell the listeners how can they reach you on social media or contact you if they want to.
So I have a whole bunch of different pages.
Just
because I'm a Gemini.
Hold on, let me ask the question over again. Let me ask the question over again. Just the two main ones. Whichever ones they can reach you the fastest.
All right. So you can reach me at Lynaia Misty Jordan. That's on Facebook. Or Author Lynaia is on Facebook. Author Lynaia is on Instagram too. I don't have a Twitter. And you can reach me at www.torntheminiseries.net, and I'm gonna be sure to contact you back. Like I'm real good with that. As soon as you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. I tell everybody thank you. I think I done said thank you to everybody saying happy birthday to me. Probably about 300 people personally. Every comment. Oh, thank you.
Stay in touch.
Yep. So that's how you can reach me. Author Lynaia on Facebook, or Lynaia Misty Jordan on Facebook, or Author Lynaia on Instagram. Those are the 3 ways to reach me.
Before we go, is there anything else you want to share with the viewers and listeners?
Just basically just periodically come to my page and check out what's going on with me. My teaser just dropped for Torn the miniseries, and I really want everyone to kind of go to YouTube and view it, because the more views that I get, the more people outside of Baltimore will start looking at it, the more shares that you guys do, because shares really help. The more people outside of Baltimore will start sharing it, and we'll get some attention here in Baltimore that's positive other than negative attention. And put my work out there to everyone. You never know who's on your page that's watching, who's watching someone else's page. So just go like my stuff. Go get the book, Torn But Not Broken, on Amazon. Torn But Not Broken Part 2, Peaches of Revenge, on Amazon. Come out November 30th to my play, A Right Kind of Love. It's going to be awesome. And keep a watch out for Torn the miniseries, A Be More Love Story. And if you guys want to audition for any of my events or any of my projects that I'm working on, you can go to breakbreadcasting.com or www.torntheminiseries.net just to contact me for casting. All right. That's
Good.
it.
Yes, I want to thank you for stopping by.
Thank you, Jareth, for finally having me. Thank you for how long she been on the air? Finally having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And if anybody listening want to be a guest on the Beauty in the Business Show, you can email us at beautyinthebusinessshow@gmail.com, or you can reach out to us on Instagram, Beauty in the Business Show, or Facebook, Beauty in the Business Show with Jay Stover. See you guys later.